In this video, we'll be taking a look at 2 NBA games happening on December 25, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 4 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 2 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Philadelphia 76ers versus Miami Heat. 2 Eastern Conference teams are set to clash on Christmas night in South Beach, both eager to secure a victory. The Philadelphia 76ers hit the road to face off against the Miami Heat on Monday night. Philadelphia showcased their prowess in their previous game, defeating the Toronto Raptors 121-111 at home on Friday night, successfully covering the line as an 8-point favorite. Meanwhile, the Miami Heat triumphed over the Atlanta Hawks with a score of 122-113 in their previous contest, also covering the line as a 1-point favorite. In the historical regular season series between these teams, the Heat hold a 69-65 advantage, having won 2 of the 3 meetings last season, including a dominating 129-101 road victory on April 6, 2023. The Philadelphia 76ers are currently in excellent form, winning 8 of their last 9 games overall. Their recent 121-111 home win against the Raptors showcased their resilience. Tobias Harris led the team with an impressive performance, contributing 33 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists. Tyrese Maxey added 33 points and 10 assists, while Joel Embiid recorded 31 points, 10 rebounds, and 9 assists. Despite a slow start that left them trailing by 15 points, the 76ers rallied in the second quarter and outpaced the Raptors for the remainder of the game. Looking ahead, the Sixers have upcoming matchups against the Magic, Rockets, Bulls, and Knicks. Meanwhile, the Miami Heat, having won 5 of their last 7 games, seek a 3rd consecutive victory after a 122-113 win against the Hawks. Tyler Herro's impressive 7 3-pointers led the way, with Duncan Robinson providing a spark off the bench with 27 points. James Jackas Jr. and Bam Adebayo also made significant contributions. The Heat's next challenge involves embarking on a 5-game road trip, starting with a matchup against the Golden State Warriors. As the 76ers prepare for their game against the Heat, they will be dealing with key absences. Nicholas Batum and Joel Embiid have both been ruled out. On the other side, the Heat are closely monitoring the status of Haywood Highsmith and Jimmy Butler, both listed as questionable. Despite these challenges, both teams have exhibited solid basketball recently, with the 76ers winning 8 of their last 9 and the Heat securing victories in 5 of their last 7. While the return of Adebayo bolsters Miami's lineup, containing Embiid, who has consistently delivered impressive performances, poses a formidable challenge. Philadelphia's offensive prowess, with key players currently injury-free, contrasts with the Heat's struggles in consistent secondary scoring, contributing to their below-average scoring offense. Despite the unfortunate injuries impacting both teams, a closely contested game is anticipated. The Heat may heavily rely on Harrow if Butler remains sidelined, making the 76ers a more intriguing prospect. Though weakened without Embiid, the 76ers boast standout performances from Harris and Maxey, so the Philadelphia 76ers to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Philadelphia has witnessed the overhitting an 18-9-1 mark in their 28 games this season. Despite 3 consecutive unders in their recent games, the 76ers maintain a middling pace, ranking 13th in tempo with an average of 99.5 possessions per night and 6th in turnovers with 13 per contest. On the other hand, the Miami Heat, with a 15-14 record on the over this season, currently stand 11th in turnovers per game, committing 13.3 turnovers per contest. However, they are 27th in the league in tempo, averaging 97.3 possessions per night. The last 5 meetings between the teams have predominantly stayed under the total. Expecting a defensive struggle at a slower tempo, our full game total pick leans towards under the projected total. Dallas Mavericks versus Phoenix Suns. The NBA's Christmas Day extravaganza culminates in the heart of the desert, where the Phoenix Suns, holding a .500 record at 14-14 straight up and a challenging 10-17-1 against the spread, play host to the Dallas Mavericks, boasting a 17-12 straight up record and a slightly favorable 15-14 against the spread performance. The Mavericks, who recently halted a 3-game losing streak with a resounding 144-119 victory against the San Antonio Spurs, attribute their recent struggles to a demanding stretch in the schedule, facing formidable opponents like the Timberwolves, Blazers, Clippers, and Rockets. Notably, the absence of star point guard Kyrie Irving, sidelined since early December, has compounded their challenges, and the road ahead doesn't promise much respite for Dallas. In contrast, the Phoenix Suns find themselves ensnared in a season marred by injuries. A dismal 3-7 straight-up run leading into the holiday break raises concerns, especially as 4 of those 7 defeats occurred when the Suns were favored. Comparatively, only the Pistons and the Hawks have fared worse against the spread this season. Additionally, the Suns' 2-8 against the spread record in their last 10 games as favorites of 6 or fewer points adds a layer of uncertainty for those backing Phoenix, prompting the hope that a Christmas miracle won't be necessary to secure a winning ticket. The Dallas Mavericks, despite enduring a recent slump marked by 4 losses in their last 6 games, aim to regain momentum after a convincing 144-119 home triumph against the struggling San Antonio Spurs. Luka Doncic spearheaded the charge with a triple-double, amassing 39 points, 12 rebounds, and 10 assists. The Mavericks showcased their offensive prowess by shooting 52% from the field and an impressive 23 of 45 from beyond the arc. Tim Hardaway Jr. and Dante Exum contributed significantly to the scoring onslaught, underscoring the team's resilience in the face of challenges. Conversely, the Phoenix Suns find themselves mired in a challenging stretch, losing 8 of their last 11 games. In their recent 120-105 road loss to the Kings, Kevin Durant led the Suns with 28 points, while Devin Booker added 24 points and 7 assists. However, their shooting struggles, evidenced by a meager 5 of 25 from the three-point line, underscored the team's difficulties in keeping pace with the Kings. Despite a late run, the Suns only managed to make the final scores respectable after trailing by a substantial margin. The injury report for both teams reveals significant absentees, with Kyrie Irving and Josh Green sidelined for the Mavericks and Bradley Beal, Jusuf Nurkic, and Yuta Watanabe missing for the Suns. The Mavericks, boasting an average of 119 points per game, showcase an offensive juggernaut that ranks 7th in the NBA. Luka Doncic's stellar performances, averaging 33 points, 9.1 assists, and 8.6 rebounds per game, underscore the team's ability to adapt and maintain a high scoring rate despite key absences. The recent 144-119 victory over San Antonio exemplifies their scoring prowess, positioning them as clear favorites in the impending matchup. While the Mavericks face challenges with injuries to key players, the Suns' recent struggles, including losses to teams they should theoretically beat, raise questions about their status in the league. With a 6-8 straight-up record at home, the Suns find themselves in an unenviable position. The Mavericks, winning 6 of the last 9 meetings against the Suns and fueled by an annoyed Luka Doncic, present a formidable challenge for Phoenix. The Suns' disappointing performance, covering just one of their last 10 games, adds skepticism to their ability to turn the tide, making the Mavericks an enticing option as underdogs. Despite the lack of form for both teams, the Mavericks, coming off a recent win against the Spurs, hold a slight edge in terms of injuries and overall performance. While uncertainties persist due to the numerous injuries on both squads, the Mavericks emerge as a more favorable option for those seeking value, especially considering the struggles of the Suns and their unimpressive home record. Consequently, the Dallas Mavericks to cover the spread as underdogs is our preferred full-game side pick. Analyzing the offensive capabilities of both teams, the Dallas Mavericks stand out with an average of 119 points per game, ranking them 7th in the NBA. Luka Doncic's exceptional scoring, playmaking, and leadership contribute significantly to their offensive prowess. In contrast, the Phoenix Suns, not far behind, average 114.5 points per game, propelled by the scoring abilities of Kevin Durant and Devin Booker. Both teams exhibit a propensity for engaging in high-scoring affairs, as demonstrated by the Mavericks' recent 144-point outburst against the San Antonio Spurs. Considering the defensive vulnerabilities of both squads, particularly Dallas allowing 118 points per game, the stage is set for a game rife with scoring opportunities. The Mavericks' strategy of attacking in transition, fueled by a lack of players who can create their own shots outside of Doncic, has propelled them to 8th place in pace over the last 10 games. This higher tempo, coupled with the Suns' below-average defensive rating during that period, suggests that the visitors should be able to contribute significantly to the scoring tally. Notably, the Mavericks' recent trend of allowing opponents to score at least 119 points in 6 straight games, including teams with lower offensive ratings, bodes well for the offensive capabilities of the Suns. Led by Durant and Booker, the dynamics of this matchup, featuring two teams with potent offenses and suspect defenses, point towards a high-scoring scenario as highly probable, considering the offensive prowess of both the Dallas Mavericks and the Phoenix Suns, coupled with the defensive vulnerabilities evident in recent performances. Opting for over the projected total emerges as our preferred full-game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.